Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. Over the past few years since the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, questions have been raised on the functioning of the Election Commission. But it was only during the recent assembly elections held in 4 states and 1 union territory that the Election Commission faced such a severe criticism, not only from political party but also from the judiciary. You may well remember the comment made by the Madras High Court where it said that the Election Commission is singularly responsible for the second wave of COVID-19 in the country. The court further said that the officers of the Election Commission should probably be booked on the charges of murder. The Chief Justice of Madras High Court then observed that Commission had failed to enforce COVID-19 norms regarding wearing of face masks, use of sanitizers, and maintaining social distancing during the election campaigning despite the court orders. Were you on another planet when the election rallies were being held? This is what the Chief Justice of Madras High Court asked the Election Commission of India Council. This had visibly upset the Election Commission, which then sought a restraint on media reports, noting oral observations made in the court during the hearing. Now, the Madras High Court did not entertain the plea at all, so the Election Commission went to the Supreme Court, which refused to put a restraint on the media reporting. Meanwhile, the original case in Madras High Court continued. The Election Commission was asked to file an affidavit in the Madras High Court regarding its decision to conduct polls as the pandemic raged in the country. Now, according to an Indian Express report, both the Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra and Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar had difference of opinion on the matter. So much so that Rajiv Kumar wanted to put it in a separate affidavit, but the Election Commission rejected his suggestion. He then requested to attach his separate affidavit to the special leave petition filed in the Supreme Court, but that too was ignored. However, reports have come out regarding what was the content of the affidavit by Rajiv Kumar that was never submitted before the Madras High Court. According to an Indian Express report, Rajiv Kumar in his affidavit is said to have written that the Election Commission had considered deferring a few phases of the assembly polls considering the rising number of COVID cases. However, it eventually decided against it since the imposition of the President's rule could have proven to be damaging for the poll body. He wrote that such a move would have caused massive hue and cry and popular discontentment and exposed the Commission to the accusation of favouring one party over the other. In his report, he also mentioned that the Election Commission had also looked into the option of merging the remaining 3 phases of West Bengal elections, but that wasn't legally feasible since the Section 30 of the RP Act 1951 states that each election phase is distinct and has to be notified separately. He added that while it was legally possible to merge the last 2 phases, that is phase 7 and phase 8, since their dates of notification were the same, that was March 31, the Election Commission ensured no campaigning took place between April 26th and April 29 by increasing the silence period from 48 to 72 hours before polling. He also urged the court to not punish the institution but the individual. He is said to have requested the court to withdraw its oral observations or hold him personally accountable. For the latter, he also offered to take personal responsibility and then resign. His affidavit was not submitted in the Madras High Court. Well, amid all of this, another shocking news has come out a few days ago. Advocate Mohit Ram, the panel counsel representing the Election Commission of India, tendered his resignation on Friday. He had been the panel counsel representing Election Commission in the Supreme Court since 2013. In his letter addressed to the Director Law of the Commission, he said that he has found that his values are not in consonance with the current functioning of the Election Commission of India, and hence he is withdrawing himself from the responsibilities of its panel counsel before the Supreme Court of India. Now, whatever contents have come to light based on the reports raise more questions. The Election Commission did consider deferring the few phases of election but did not do it, fearing it would be called biased or favouring one party. Thus, it did not go for the option of President's rule. But more pressing question that every critic has time and again asked is why have 8 phases of election for West Bengal? That too when the coronavirus pandemic, coronavirus cases in the country were evidently on a rise. or the Election Commission could have been stricter in terms of political rallies, political campaigns that were carried out before the polling. Huge crowds gathering, tossing COVID protocol out of the window could have been avoided. The 72-hour silence period was too little and too late as it came at the fag end of polling phases. We all see how COVID-19 cases have exploded in West Bengal. Many health experts have also held the month-long political extravaganza responsible for the spread of coronavirus in urban as well as rural regions of the state. So there is a lot more that the Election Commission could have done to ensure that the assembly elections do not turn into affairs as usual with a disregard for the pandemic. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Hello everyone. HW News English is 2 years old now. When we started this venture, we promised ourselves one thing, that news should remain free, because right to know is the right of every Indian. But to keep news free for everyone, we need support from some of you. And thus we have rolled out membership on our YouTube channel HW News English. But mind you, the membership is completely voluntary. The programs that we were doing earlier, that we are doing now, will continue to remain free. First level is a basic level. Here, you can be our supporter by paying Rs 199 per month. This membership gives you certain perks and benefits. The perks include unique badges in front of your name, a live show from Mr. Sujit Nair and from Mr. Akhilesh Bhargava per month for our members. You can also vote in some exclusive members-only polls. Now the second level is Super Supporter. Here you can be our Super Supporter by paying Rs 3,999 per month. This membership will include every perk that comes with basic level. Additionally, our Super Supporters can be a part of a WhatsApp group where we can have discussions and suggestions on various topics. The second perk includes a gift pack with our merchandise. And the third perk is a Google Meet with Mr. Sujit Nair, where you can join the meet and ask your questions to Mr. Nair face to face. Lastly, if you like, we would give a shout out to our super supporters in our programs. So, hope to see you soon with our badges.